SMS and officials from Farafenni General Hospital. It is reported that the quorum does exist. For the Finance and Public Accounts Committee to commence business, those in favor, please say aye. And those not in favor, please say no. Guys, and then, honorable members, we hereby officially commence the meeting. The agenda before us reads prayer, administration of oath of affirmation, presentation of annual activity reports and audited financial statements of Farafenni General Hospital and any other business. I want to propose that we amend the agenda to include what would be the second item after the prayer. We have introduction. Since it's the first time that we are meeting with this institution, there is a need for that introduction. And then the third can be administration of oath and affirmation, and fourth, presentation of annual activity reports and audited financial statements of Farafenni General Hospital. Fifth, any other business. I shall propose. With that proposal, can any honorable member move that we adopt the agenda as amended? It has been moved and then seconded that the agenda be adopted with amendment. Those in favor, please say aye. And those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. On that note, the agenda stands adopted. We've already dealt with the first part, that is the prayer. We can now proceed to the second item, that is the introduction. We begin with the honorable members and then the subject matter specialists and then the officials from Farafenni General Hospital. My honorable self, I'm Honorable Alhaji Dabo, the chairperson of the committee. Honorable members.
Good morning. I am Honorable Fpac, and I'm for Sani Mentoring Constituency and a member of this committee.
Good morning. I am Honorable Keba Sani, a member of the Fpac committee. Good morning. I am here Mr. Chairman member.
SMS. Can you use your mic? We are live.
Okay. So, good morning. My name is Ali Fal. I'm a subject matter specialist.
Good morning. Abdullah Chan, subject matter specialist.
Good morning. I am the Auditor General.
Good morning, Sering Mas Jawa, Director of Audit, National Auditor.
Good morning. I am Siddharth Hedra, National Audit Office, Audit Manager.
Good morning. My name is Ibrahim Asanyang, Director of Procurement, Policy and Operations, GPPA.
Good morning. I am Bram Kombira, representing GPPA.
Good morning. My name is Keba Amani, the CEO of Farafenni General Hospital.
Good morning. My name is Batu Gale, Principal Accountant.
The first one, we say, what's your portfolio?
CEO of Farafenni General Hospital.
Chief Accountant. Chief, you have any from your board?
Yeah, the board chairman will likely join us shortly. He is very tight at the moment, but he promised to join us.
Well, without him, we cannot proceed. I think he is the principal person here. Whatever time he could be, he should devote his time to this session.
Yeah, it's because of late information to him, that's why he...
Well, late information we managed to be here, and we're supposed to start 10 o'clock. And now it's after 10. With whatever. 1 hour, 15 minutes. He is the principal person.
Am I allowed to check on him for his?
Yeah, you may do so quickly.
Thank you.
Yes, can we proceed with the introduction of the others? Before we know who you are at the other side. So you will come to the mic, or take one of the mics.
Good morning, my name is Nancy from the National Youth Parliament. Good morning, my name is Samat from Fpac. Good morning, my name is Maria Madam from Star TV. Good morning, my name is Mariana Infati from Skylab TV. Good morning, my name is Yama Mawada from Multi.
Good morning, my name is Ibrahim Hada, Communications Officer. At the other side.
Thank you.
Good morning,
Good morning, I am Lamin Imani, clerk to Fpac.
Thank you very much for the introduction. As we await the arrival of the chairperson of the board, let me seize this opportunity to thank you once more, the honorable members, the subject matter specialists, the media, and of course, Farafenni General Hospital, for responding to our call yet another committee session. This time around, we are engaging with the hospitals and other institutions. And today is the first day that we are starting this session. Up to the first week of November, it's going to be a very busy session for the committee. We hope and cooperate. We hope all will cooperate with the committee, especially the National Audit Office and GBVA. We count on your continuous attendance. Without it, it will be very difficult for us to proceed with our sittings. Unfortunately, yesterday we could not because you were not here. An issue that we're supposed to deal with, we cannot go without you. So henceforth, our appeal that you are part of the committee, it should be endeavored to be in attendance each day. And from honorable members, I know all committees are busy. Yesterday I appealed to the members to do as much as you can. We give much attention to Fpac. The nation is watching the National Assembly. And the lens I want to brief is through Fpac. And if we do our utmost best, this National Assembly will certainly live up to expectation. I know other countries are important. However, there are much work or tasks given to us as Fpac, and which, if we don't devote our time, our efforts, it will be very difficult for us to realize the work that we're supposed to do for the National Assembly. The media, I welcome you. You are a partner to disseminate the information. This is what the public needs, and we also will disseminate accordingly. Having said so, I want to appeal. We will be standing down for some minutes. By way of procedure, it is the board chairperson who is the principal person to take the lead as far as the presentation of the reports of the institution are concerned. And then he can do so, or to whom he may delegate. But he or his representative from the board should be in attendance. Unfortunately, it happens that neither he nor the deputy is in attendance. And by that, we have to stand down until he joins us. On that note, I beg that we stand down for a few minutes. Thank you. Can we proceed? Once more, welcome to the meeting. For the benefit of the chairperson of the board, your institution is among the institutions that are invited to present their reports to the August Committee for review and consideration for onwards reporting to the plenary. Today is the first day we started this committee session, and the very institution is the first institution that is appearing before us. We are to present the financial statements and reports for the year ended 31st December 2016 up to 2021 precisely, as well as the activity reports. The activity reports I have seen, we have up to 2022 activity reports that are to be presented. The onus lies on the chairperson of the board to do the presentation, or to whom he may delegate to, that is the CEO, and then the finance director for activity, and then the financial statements respectively. But you are the one who will do the introduction, and then if you have any executive reporting that you're supposed to do, you can do so. We get into the presentation proper, and that can be done by yourself or to whom you may delegate to. As I said, the management, the CEO, and then the finance director. For the management letter, the national audit will come in. We may not need to come in for the management response. During the course of the consideration, we'll be taking note of the management response. However, the national audit will be presenting the management response by way of the recommendations, their findings, and then recommendation. And presenting your financial statement and activity report, we want to work that we do it in summary form, since tomorrow will be intensively going through during the course of the consideration. Having made that brief introduction, let me proceed with the next item of the agenda, and for the chairperson will allow you to introduce yourself before you proceed on to the next item of the agenda. Introduction first. You can introduce yourself.
Thank you very much, Honorable Bravo. My name is Lamin Sware, and I'm the chairperson for Farafenni General Hospital Management.
Thank you. The third item is administration of oath or affirmation. That is to say, the officials from the institution of Farafenni General Hospital, we have to undergo the administration of oath or affirmation to be administered by the clerk of the committee.
I plan for to hereby I will keep the whole
Thank you very much. The clerk, will you proceed with the
Chair.
honorable?
Can he clarify those document we have here?
Okay.
Chairman is learning S. I grant.
Yes, one clarification. Which document is it, the financial statement?
Yes, Lamin Jame was the board chairman at the time. He's the current board chairman.
Now, I want to believe the one is referring to us date back to 2016.
Yes.
So, according to you, that means Lamin is no longer the chairperson.
Yes.
He was the chairperson of the board. Okay. If you check the 2022 activity report, you have the recent chairperson as Mr. Suare. So the recent report, we have Mr. Suare as secretary to the activity report. I hope your concern is addressed. Thank you. The third or the fourth item is the presentation of annual activity reports and audited financial statements of Farafenni General Hospital. We begin with the financial statements. The reports we have before us ranges from 2016 to 2021. We take it to that order, 2016 up to 2021. The chairperson will lead us, as I said, you may do so or to whom you may delegate, but you have to do the opening presentation. And then in that, whoever may be delegated to, will take first on finance side for each of the year, and then management later also will follow. It appears for 2016 and 2017 is one book. Can we have for 2016 and 2017 the finance to be dealt first and then the management later? Then when we are done with that, 2018 and 2019 accordingly also finance first, followed by management later, and finally 2020 to 2021 finance and management later. Is that okay? Yeah, and then any of these year, for example, 2016, 2017, we also are expecting to, after the management letters, to hear from the GPB. And then if we are done with that, we go to the next set. Anytime we are after the management letters, GPA will follow before we proceed to the next report. Is that okay? Then each will be followed by their activity report. The activity report may not be in that order because for that we have 2015 to 2016. Yeah, then that one also will be expecting the result summary. First, second, and then third in that order. So now we go. The chairperson, can you take us through the presentation of your reports?
Thank you very much once again. And earlier I forgot to tender my apologies for keeping this August house waiting on me to appear. And for the financial reports, I plan to delegate the finance officer to lead the process.
Thank you very much. Chairman, I'm supposed to give the financial statement for the year ended 31st December 2026. 2016 rather, with an opening balance of 3 million.
Can you refer us to the page?
Okay, page 8.
Page 8. Whatever years we are there? Yes.
Okay.
You can proceed.
Okay. Thank you. The opening balance, it has an opening balance of $3,520,425 before bonuses. It has a total revenue of $29,094,150 bonuses. It also has a total expenditure of $22,731,509.88, with a surplus of $6,362,641.58. That's the summary for 2026. 2016 financial statement. Yes, with all it has all the summary, the detailed summary of each of these items is also attached to the financial statement. Can I go to 2017?
Yes.
Okay. The financial statement for the year ended 31st December 2017 has a total revenue, page 43. Page 43.
43?
Yeah. Yes,
we proceed.
Yeah. For the year ended 31st December 2017, has a total revenue of $35,457,301.49 bucks. It has a total expenditure of $26,240,968.14 bucks, with a surplus of $9,216,333.35 bucks. That's the summary of the 2017 financial statement with all the details attached for the scrutiny. Thank you.
Thank you. National audit?
Honorable Chair, please refer to page 7.
Honorable Members, page 10.
Page 7.
Page 7. Okay. Yes.
Basis for qualified opinion. During the year, there was a financial fraud of $76,840 and $87,014 on the donation account and the subvention account respectively. These misappropriations were not disclosed in the financial statements. Qualified opinion. In our opinion, except for the possible effects of the matter described in the basis of opinion paragraph, the financial statement presents fairly in all material respect the receipt and expenditure of the Farafenni General Hospital for the year ended 31st December 2016. Please refer to page 42 for the 2017 account.
Page
42.
Honorable Members, page 42. Yes, we proceed.
In our opinion, the financial statements present fairly in all material respects the receipt and expenditure of the Farafenni General Hospital for the year then ended 31st December 2017.
We realize the date is not indicated, so
Yes, in fact, we were just discussing that the copy that we have in the office is signed, but this one has no date. So maybe when we are coming for the discussion tomorrow, we could give you
the sign copy. Okay. The clerk can take notes. We will proceed.
Page 80, 3.1, misstatement of financial statement.
Hold on, page 80. We will proceed.
Finding, review of the financial statements and the underlying financial records reveal an understatement of 4,900 of allowances paid to doctors, while an overstatement of 22,838.86 was noted in respect of the subvention account disclosed in the financial statements. As per table. Implication, there is a risk that figures disclosed in the financial statement have been misstated. There is a risk of poor review and supervision during the preparation of the financial statement. Priority high, recommendation.
Yeah, I will go to recommendation. First state the financial recommendation. And if there's any other also you can do so.
Thank you.
Okay.
Recommendation, we request management to investigate these misstatements for adjustment in the financial statement. Management should ensure that proper and regular reviews are performed before final disclosures of information are made in the financial statement. Page 81, auditors further comment. The misstatement of the financial statement was corrected in the revised financial statement. However, it is imperative that due diligence is exercised to avoid future occurrence. 3.2, non-disclosure of fraud cases. Our discussion with management and review of financial records revealed frauds totaling 163,840 involving hospital funds during the period under review. These misappropriations were not disclosed in the financial statement. Recommendation, management should establish adequate internal controls to mitigate the risk of fraud. The above identified frauds should be disclosed in the revised 2016 financial statement. Auditors further comment on page 83. The financial misappropriations were not disclosed in the 2016 revised financial statement. 3.3, non-disclosure of fire incident. Review of documents and discussion with staff revealed a fire incident in June 2016 at the hospital's engine room involving 3 staff that sustained injuries. Management claimed that the officers were all compensated by the government, but the amount could not be established. However, this incident was not reported in the financial statement. Recommendation on page 84, there should be proper safety tools provided to employees managing the generator. Management should disclose the fire incident in the financial statement. 4.1, non-deduction of withholding tax. For auditors further comment before that, management needs to disclose this incident in the 2016 activity report of the hospital. 4.1, non-deduction of withholding tax. We noted payments amounting to 3,780,312.5 in respect of maintenance of vehicles and other services made to local suppliers. There was no evidence of deduction of 10% withholding tax equivalent to 378,031.25. Recommendation on page 85, we recommend management to deduct withholding tax from suppliers and remit the money to DRA as dictated in the above act. 4.4, auditors for the comment, management should endeavor to deduct withholding tax from vendors and remit it to Gambia Revenue Authority. 4.2, payment without free quotation. Examination of payment vouchers revealed that payment amounting to 459,465 were made without the required 3 quotations in accordance with the GPPA Act and regulation. Recommendation, we recommend management to adopt the appropriate method of procurement as dictated by the GPPA regulation. Management should always look out for cost effectiveness in the process of public procurement. Page 87, single source in hospital drugs. Examination of payment vouchers revealed that drugs and other medical supplies amounting to 552,920 were procured using single source method of procurement, even though no evidence of approval for the use of this procurement method was provided. In addition, the conditions for the use of single sourcing, as stated in the above section of the GPPA Act, were not met, and the amounts far exceeded the threshold set for the management to approve. Recommendation, management should ensure that the contracts committee adopts the appropriate method of procurement in accordance with the GPPA regulation. Management should always ensure that value for money is obtained in the process of public procurement. Page 88, auditors further comment. Management need to follow up with GPPA to confirm if the exemption still applies. 4.4, payment vouchers without adequate supporting documentation. Review of payment vouchers revealed that payments totaling 3,780,312.5 were made to suppliers without obtaining all the required supporting documents, such as purchase orders and food receipts. Recommendation on page 89, all payment vouchers should be supported with appropriate and relevant documents and filed accordingly to future reference. 5.1, no evidence of completion reports for contractors. Finding, during the audit, we noted contracts totaling $1,510,700 have been awarded to the foreign contractors in respect of works carried out at the hospital. We further noted that final payments were made to these contractors even though certified completion reports from the contractors have not been provided, contrary to the payment terms of the contract. Page 91, recommendation. We request management to provide us with certificate of completion reports before final payments are made to these contractors in accordance with the payment terms of the contract. In the absence of such report, explanation should be given as of why final payments were made to the contractors. Management should always ensure that the payment terms specified in contract are always followed. Page 92, interest approved and handled by the CEO. We noted interest totaling $270,000 that have been paid to the Chief Executive Officer during the period under review. We further noted that the Chief Executive Officer approves and issues interest. This practice potentially creates conflicts of interest as he can approve and issue interest to himself at any amount leading to poor control over the use of public funds. Recommendation. We recommend that different officers approve and issue interest to mitigate the risk of abuse and possible conflict of interest. Management should institute adequate internal control over the handling of interest to safeguard management of public funds. Auditors further comment. Management should take action to implement the most appropriate method of handling interest. .4 on page 95. No evidence of board meetings in 2017. Board meetings provide forum to consider and approve policy matters affecting the management and administration of the hospital. We reviewed minutes of board meetings and noted that minutes for 2017 were not provided, suggesting that meetings were not held during the year. Recommendation. We request management to provide board meetings held in 2017 for our review. Minutes of board meetings should be filed properly and provided to auditors at the time of request. CEO should take a lead role in sending reminders to board members when meetings are due. Auditors further comment on page 96. The minutes for October 2017 board meeting was subsequently provided and reviewed. Page 97, no accounting procedure manual. An accounting procedure manual is a communication and training document that should serve as guidance to help the accounting staff understand and how the organization accounting system works and how to properly process final transactions. During our audit, we noted that there is no accounting procedure manual developed by management. Page 98, the recommendation, management should develop an accounting procedure manual to help improve efficiencies in the finance department. The accounting procedure manual should be updated periodically to ensure that the information is useful, valid, and relevant to the accounting officer and other users of the information. 6.7, no job description. All employees should know what is expected of them and how they will be evaluated. Creating a job description often results in a thought process that helps determine how critical the job is, how this particular job relates to order, and identify the characteristics needed by a new employee filing the role. During the audit, we noted that there are no defined roles and responsibilities for different staff categories. Recommendation, we recommend that management develop job description of staff to enhance theoretical productivity and also effectively carry out performance evaluation and appraisal of staff. No training policy. A training policy entails a number of aspects such as diverse employee training programs as well as other initiatives aimed at bringing new employees up to speed with the organization operation. We noted that there is no training policy in place for the period under review. Recommendation, management should ensure that there is a well-defined training policy and program to identify training needs of employees. No bank reconciliation statement not signed as prepared and reviewed. Review of bank reconciliation statements revealed that reconciliation statements are not signed as prepared and reviewed by respective officers. Recommendation, bank reconciliation statement prepared should be signed by the officer that carries out the reconciliation. This should also be signed by a senior officer to show evidence of review. Page 102, unaccounted collection. Examination of receipt and tickets issued to patients revealed that collection amounting to 108,650 were neither recorded nor were they posted in the calcul. Recommendation, we request management to investigate these unposted transactions and resolve funds to this office for verification. In the event that funds are misappropriated, efforts should be made to recover the lost revenue from the relevant officer. In future, we recommend management to implement adequate internal control to safeguard public funds. Auditor's comment, we have confirmed that the said transactions are properly posted in the task. Page 105, unaccounted fuel. We noted fuel supplies amounting to 58,000 that were not accounted for in the fuel records kept by the fuel controller of the hospital. Therefore, we could not ascertain the accountability and control over the use of fuel. Recommendation, we request an investigation into this unaccounted fuel supplies and results provided to this office for verification. In future, all fuel purchases should be recorded in fuel register and this should be regularly reconciled with the records of the supplier. Auditor's comment, we confirm that the unaccounted fuel was recorded in the tally and the combined requisition book, but there was no evidence that it was accounted for in the fuel register. No segregation of duties. We noted instances there where the workshop superintendent records fuel purchases and do reconciliation as well. Recommendation, management should ensure that all duties and responsibilities are separately allocated to different officers. No procedure manual for the payroll system. The payroll procedure manual shows the procedures in processing payroll information and is used to ensure that payroll information is completed and accurately processed. During the audit, we noted that there is no procedure manual for the payroll system. Recommendation, we recommend management to develop a procedures manual for payroll systems in order to avoid errors and other irregularities in the system. Thank you, Chair. That's the end.
Thank you very much, Generally, lay members will now invite the Gambia procurement readily to present their reports for 2015 to 2017, the compliance report.
Okay, good morning. As per the report, we have 2019, 2020, and 2021 response.
And what happened to 2016, 2017?
I believe 2016 and 2017 were reviewed and we are
That was very good and submitted. That the previous committee will confirm. 2016, 2017 financial statements and management letters have been dealt with, and then we now invite the Farafenni General Hospital to present their activity reports for 2015 to 2017. 2015 to 2017, so that aspect we would like you to do the summary of the presentation. Do you want something to say?
Yes, please. We just wanted to read out page 109 on the follow-up on the previous order.
Actually, this is
109.
Okay, we will do so. And then can we get to page 109 of the financial statement? Earlier on presented.
Yes, as per the table 3.1 on accounted corrections, as at our report, it was not implemented. On accounted drug supplies, not implemented. On accounted fuel, not implemented. Performance issues, partially implemented. Auditor's comment, we confirm that the recommendation made in respect of unaccounted corrections and unaccounted drug supplies identified are implemented by management. However, the issue of unaccounted fuel was not resolved up to the time of finalizing this report.
Any other?
That's fine, thank you.
Thank you. And that's for the financial statements for 2016 to 2017. As I said earlier, we will now proceed to the activity report for 2015 to 2017. All in one. The chairperson of the Village Immediate.
Thank you very much once again. I would want to deliver the Chief Executive Officer to give the activity report for 2015 to 2017. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chair, Board Chairman, and thank you, Mr. Chair, the Honorable Chair. We'll report on the 2015-2017 activity report executive summary to give the August gathering the summary of activities that occurred at the Farafenni General Hospital during the period. During the period under the 2015-17 executive summary, despite her primary function of providing tertiary healthcare services, the hospital registered an overall outpatient attendance of 15,507 patients, 28,395, and 41,134 for the years under review, respectively. Out of which 53 road traffic accidents involving 100 persons was recorded in 2017 compared to 76 events involving 160 persons for 2016.
While in referrals, the referrals received from our peripheral facilities increased by 10.5% between 2015 and 2017. And the referrals we made out to Edward Francis Teaching Hospital dropped by 18.2% for the same period. For the admissions, inpatients, overall inpatients in 2015, 16, and 17 were 2,822, 2,720, and 2,668 respectively. Our successful rate in inpatient successful treatment and discharge for the period under review accounted for 80%. So out of the total patients admitted during the period, 80% of them were managed safely and discharged home. However, for the same period, the hospital recorded an overall mortality of 9.4%. Total admissions over the years have progressively declined by 5%. Overall, the number of surgeries performed in the hospital have significantly increased in recent years, with an increase from 483 in 2015 to 503 in 2017, indicating an increase of 4.1%. However, the number of cesarean sections, that is operations on pregnant women, dropped by 34% between 2015, 249 to 185 in 2017. The eye operations, on the other hand, have increased by 5.1% between 2015 and 2017. Institutional deliveries in 2015, 2016, and 17 were 1,490, 1,698, and 1,776 respectively. Of those figures, we have 91.5% were live births, that were babies born alive. Skilled birth attendant notably increased from 78.1% in 2015 to 100% in 2017. This means all the babies born within this period were attended to by trained personnel. Sadly, the hospital recorded an increase in maternal death by 33.3% from 8 in 2015 to 12 in 2017. For other services, including dental, refractive services, and X-ray, not much progress was recorded. While uptake for refractive services reduced by 38% between 2015 and 2017, dental outpatient services attendance increased by 37.5% from 1,310 in 2015 to 2,098 in 2017. A drop of 23.8% in X-ray services registered between 2016, 773, and 2017, 624. Our laboratory services continues to play a significant part in overall patient outcome. Hemoglobin tests account for 36.3%, 34.9%, and 34.3% of all tests performed for the period under review. Overall, rapid diagnostic test, which is RDT, positivity test result for the corresponding period was 3.0%. 1,246 RDTs were done. The proportion of pregnant women with HIV positive test results increased from 0.9% in 2015 to 1.2% in 2017. In respect to finances, revenue generated from user fees was $1,462,228 and $1,316,825 and $1,459,750 for the years under review, 2015, 16, and 17 respectively. Subventions on order charges, OCs, reduced from 750 in 2015 to 320 in 2017. The hospital received also some various donations from individuals, philanthropic individuals, institutions, and agencies towards the enhancement of the effective and efficient service delivery. To that end, the entire management and staff are grateful. Thank you. Thank you very much to Executive Director CEO.
The CEO, yes. Another members, the presentation of the actual report for 2017, we now proceed to the next set of presentation, and that has to be first the financial statement of the first for the year 2018, for the year ended 31st December 2019. In the same way, we allow the institution to first, and then to be followed by the management letters and compliance reports. Over to the chairperson of the board, 2018 and 2019.
Thank you very much once again. For the financial reports for 2018 and 2019, I would delegate the finance officer to do the presentation.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. For the year ended 31st December 20, page 8.
Sorry.
Page 7, that's right. Page 7.
Okay. And then you have page 7.
Right, that's right. Can I proceed? The total revenue for the year ended 31st December 2018 is $35,909,877.70. Total payment is $27,622,046.70. It has a surplus of $8,287,831.63. That's the end of 31st December 2018. For 2019, we have a total revenue of 41 million. That is page 35. Page 35.
35.
Yeah.
The total revenue
It's 41,882 dollars
for 2019.
2019, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, $41,882,781.55. That's a total expenditure of $704,804.83 with a surplus of $10,177,976.72. That's the end of 31st December 2019. Thank you.
National audit.
Page 6 of the report.
And then was page 6.
In our opinion, the financial statement and related notes on page 9 to 27 present fairly, in all material respect, the statement of cash receipt and payment of the Farafenni General Hospital for the year ended 34th December 2018. Page 34 for the 2019 account.
Page 34.
In our opinion, the financial statement and related notes on pages 35 to 60 present fairly, in all material respect, the statement of receipt and payment of the Farafenni General Hospital for the year ended 31st December 2019. Please refer to page 70 of the ML.
Page
70.
Page 70. Honorable members,
3.1.1 Hospital Budgetary Process. We noted that a budget was approved for the Ministry of Health in lump sum, and part of which amount Farafenni General Hospital was included. At the level of the hospital, the budgeted amount was not apportioned into different lines, items, or groups. Recommendation: management should ensure that the budget allocations are apportioned into their respective groups. Page 71, issuance of 1/10 without authority. During our audit, we noticed that staff were granted 1/10 Tobas Kiram loan, which was paid out of domestic revenue without any authority from the board. Recommendation: management should ensure that board's approval is granted before giving out 1/10. Page 72, overstatement of subvention revenue, subvention bar. Finding: a review of the financial statements revealed that subvention received was overstated by 326,198 and 268,118.5 in 2018 and 2019 respectively. This is because of the charging order revenue received to subvention. Details are shown in annex. Recommendation: management should ensure that a ledger account called order income is created. All the deposits that do not relate to subvention should be posted in this ledger for proper presentation and disclosure. Page 74, board allowances. We noted that board members were paid allowances amounting to 200,200 and 182,200 in 2018 and 2019 respectively. However, evidence of the allowances determined by the minister was not provided for our verification. Recommendation: management should ensure that the situation is corrected by liaising with the ministry for determination of the rates. Approval of staff allowance, page 75. We reviewed the board minutes for evidence of the board's approval of allowances to be paid to staff, but found no evidence of approval. A list of allowances was given to us by the CEO, but there was no indication that it was approved by the board. Recommendation: the hospital management should write to the board to regularize the situation. Staff longevity. On page 76, a review of a selection of staff personnel files revealed that several staff were due for longevity payment. However, we noted that they were not paid. The details are shown in the table here. Recommendation: I guess there was a page 77 is missing in this report.
page 77.
Okay, it's on the next page.
Yeah, on top.
It's on the next page, page 77.
Yes, on top.
Arrangement issue. Recommendation: management should ensure that all affected staff are duly paid their drawback and monitor the staff due for longevity to be notified applying.
That's for page
77.
after 70.
It's 77 before 70.
Okay.
The same 77, improper maintenance of donation register. We reviewed donation register and noted that it lacked columns for donor's name, quantity, and cost. Then the recommendation is on page 78. Donation register should be improved by including the above features.
Okay.
The recording of donated assets, the same page 78. From our review of the asset register and discussion with the head of stores, we noted that donated assets recorded in the donation register were not included in the hospital main asset register. Recommendation: all assets under the control or ownership of the hospital should be included in the main asset register so that completeness and accuracy of records can be achieved. Page 81, 3.1.14, private receipt book. We noted that the receipt used in the collection of all rental were privately printed. Recommendation: management should ensure that receipts are obtained from EPPC and the use of the privately printed receipt is stopped immediately. Page 82 is already addressed in the FS, and page 83. So page 84, financial reporting framework. The financial statements were without financial reporting framework and a summary of significant accounting policies and other explanatory information with regards to its preparation and presentation. Recommendation: management should state the acceptable financial reporting framework, summary of significant accounting policies and other explanatory notes used for the preparation and presentation of the financial statement. (8.6) Performance review. Wards, toilets, and bed condition. Physical inspection of the hospital wards, beds, and toilets revealed the following shortcomings. Surgical ward, male ward, both toilets have flush problem and the tap is broken. Medical ward, the tap sink is not in good condition. Female ward, the tap sink is not in good condition. Maternity ward, antenatal ward, the toilet allocated to this ward is closed because it's a bad working condition. Therefore, the patients in this ward are using toilets allocated to other wards. New labor ward, the tap sink in the toilet is not good, and the heater, which is very vital for the babies when taking shower, is poor. Tuberculosis, the drainage, whenever water pour on the ground, it will be settled around the entrance. It will require an orderly to physically remove. Go to page 88, faulty methadone machine at the laboratory. During our asset inspection and subsequent discussion with the head of the laboratory, revealed that the methadone machine used for full blood count was faulty. Then on page 90 on the follow-up, withholding tax implemented, non-disclosure of 4 cases implemented, accounting manual and training policy not implemented. Thank you, Honorable.
And the follow-up, you need to go to?
Yes, sir.
Before I go there. Okay. And then again, the compliance we have from 2019 to 2022, I think we wait until when we read that set of reports. Now, the activity report for 2018 and 2019, the executive summary, the chairperson.
Thank you very much once again. For the activity report, the Chief Executive Officer will do the presentation.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. I present on 2018-2019 activity report for Farafenni General Hospital. During the period under review, our outpatient services, we registered an attendance of 35,986, 38,674 for 2018 and 19 respectively. We registered 46 road traffic accidents involving 186 persons in 2018 compared to 68 events involving 152 persons for 2019. There's an increased in referrals, 20%, 20.5%, and out referrals 50.1% between the 2 years, 2018 and 2019 respectively. Our inpatient services, overall inpatients in 2018 and 19, they are 2,888 and 3,096 respectively. Our success rate and discharge for the period under review accounted for 83% and 82% respectively. However, for the same period, the hospital recorded an overall mortality of 9.2% and 8.9% respectively, 2018 and 19. Total admissions have progressively increased by 6.7% between the period. Overall, number of surgeries performed in the hospital have significantly increased in recent years, with an increase from 377 in 2018 to 577 in 2019, indicating an increase of 34.6%. Additionally, the number of cesarean sections increased by 52.7% from 2018, 113 cases to 239 cases in 2019. Cataract operations, some of the eye operations, have also increased by 38.9% between the 2 years, 2018 and 19. Our institutional deliveries during the period were 1,988 and 2,301 respectively. Of those figures, 90.5%, 2018 and 90.6% 2019 were live births. Impressively, skilled birth attendance is maintained at 100% from 2017 to 19. The hospital recorded a decline in maternal death by 66.6% from 2015, 2018 to 5 in 2019. So that's a significant decline for maternal mortality. For other services, including dental, refractive services, X-ray services, the trend continued to be unpredictable. While uptake for refractive services reduced by 39.3% between 2018 and 19, dental outpatient attendance increased by 12.5% from 2,260 in 2018 to 2,583 in 2019. A significant increase of 79.9% in X-ray services registered between 2018, 836, and 2019, 1,503. Our laboratory services continues to play a pivotal role in overall patient care. Hemoglobin tests account for 31.7% and 36.8% of all tests performed for the review period. The overall rapid diagnostic test, which is RDT positivity, test result for the corresponding period was 1.1% and 1.2%. The proportion of pregnant women with HIV positive test results increased from 0.6% in 2018 to 0.8% in 2019. In respect to finances, revenue generated from user fees was $2,355,050 and $2,786,075 for 2018 and 19 respectively. Subvention of the charges is still on reduced allocation from $750,000 in 2015 to $320,000 in 2019. Again, we received some philanthropic support from individuals, institutions, and agencies towards the enhancement of service delivery. To that end, the management is also grateful. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Because the members that will be actively report for 2018 to 2019, we proceed to the last part of the report also 2020 to 2021. First, the finance and then management quota.
Thank you very much, sir. For the final proof, I would ask the finance officer to continue to present the finances for this.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. I want to give the financial support.
Can you use the mic?
I want to give the financial support for the year ended 31st December 2020. 2020 has a total revenue of 48 million 300 page 9.
Page 9. The numbers were there? Yes, we proceed.
Yeah. It has a total revenue of 48 million 304 dollars, $132.84 bucks. It has a total payment of 43 million 469 dollars, $975.46. It has a closing cash balance of 15 million $12,000, $134.50. That's the end of December 2020. For 2021, it has a total revenue of 47 million $951,588 and 5 bucks. A total payment of 51,026,355.58 bucks. It has a closing cash balance of $11,967,366.95 bucks. That's the end of December 2021. Thank you.
National audit.
Honorable Chair, page 7.
Page 7.
Opinion. We have audited the accompanying financial statements of Farafenni General Hospital for the year ended 31st December 2020. These financial statements comprise statement of receipt and payment set out on page 9 and a summary of significant accounting policies and other explanatory information set out on pages 10 to 22. In our opinion, the financial statement and related notes set out on pages 9 to 22 present fairly in all material respect of the statement of receipts and payments of the Farafenni General Hospital for the year then ended 31st December 2020 in accordance with the International Public Sector Accounting Standard, Ipsos Casway. Page 28. We have audited the accompanying financial statements of Farafenni General Hospital for the year ended 31st December 2021. These financial statements comprise statement of receipts and payments for the year ended 31st December 2021, set out on pages 30 and a summary of significant accounting policies and other explanatory information set out on pages 31 to 52. In our opinion, the financial statement and related notes set out on pages 30 to 52 present fairly in all material respect of the statement of receipts and payment of the Farafenni General Hospital for the year then ended 31st December 2021, in accordance with International Public Sector Accounting Standard, Ipsos Casway. Page 58, wrong payment voucher numbering. We noted in some instances, payment voucher numbers were duplicated in 2021, as the payment voucher numbers were allocated to more than 3 different suppliers. Recommendation.
Page 50, okay. Yes, you proceed.
The recommendation is on page 59. Management should ensure that payment vouchers are numbered in chronological order and different numbering to be used in different account transactions for easy referencing. Auditors further comment, we have not been provided with evidence of the adjusted cash. Page 59, on posted expenditure of hospital sub-account. We noted that the hospital has 4 sub-accounts with expenditure on different line items amounting to 751,204.17 in 2020 and 2,031,973.4 in 2021. These payments were posted in the cash book but not recognized in the financial statement. Details are shown in the table. Auditors for the comment, we have confirmed the adjustments in the revised financial statement and noted that, or before that, the recommendation management should ensure that individual line items of the sub-accounts are recognized in the financial statement and the revised financial statement sent to the office for verification. Auditors for the comment, we have confirmed the adjustments in the revised financial statement and noted that the situation is recoverable. Procurement process for the hospital sub-account. We noted that procurements amounting to 751,204.17 in 2020 and 2,031,973.4 in 2021 from the hospital sub-accounts during the period under review did not undergo GPPA procurement process. Recommendation: management should ensure that all procurement related are made through the procurement unit. Staffing, 3.1.5. We noted that the hospital did not observe some of the minimum standard requirements outlined by the airline ministry. Among them is the non-availability of perioperative and public health officer and other categories in the hospital designation, which are understaffed as shown in the table. Recommendation: management should liaise with the hospital's board and prioritize the need for meeting the minimum standard as required. Page 66. Stave check. We know that a 66, yeah, 3.3.1. We noted that a check number dated 7 May 2018 amounting to 59,587.4 was paid to X on the 11 May 2018. But since then, the check has not been cashed by X. However, it still appeared as a stale check in the 2020 and 2021 bank reconciliation statement. Recommendation: management should ensure that they liaise with X to settle the liability by replacing the stale check. Page 68, payment without pre-quotation. We noted that procurements amounting to 1,474,879.5 were made without obtaining the required pre-quotations. Recommendation: management should ensure that they follow GPPA rules and regulations in all matters dealing with procurement. (3.4.3), page 70, the aggregation of procurement. Finding: we noted from a sample of maintenance of buildings and facilities amounting to 933,772 that did not follow the competitive bidding. The amount involved exceeded the 500,000 threshold according to the GPPA rules and regulations, which should have been tendered. Recommendation: management should ensure that procurement rules and regulations are followed in all procurement processes. Page 72 on approved allowances. Finding: a review of the hospital's allowances revealed that some of the allowances paid to staff were not approved by the board or the line ministry. Further engagement with the hospital's management also did not provide any evidence of approval. A sample of the unapproved allowances is listed below. Recommendation: management should ensure that unapproved allowances situation is regularized by liaising with the board and the line ministry. Page 73, 3.6.1, on tagged assets. From the verification of the hospital assets, we noted that some assets were not tagged with a unique identification number. Recommendation: management should ensure that all assets have a unique identification number attached to them for each reference. Page 75, lack of storage facility for expired drugs. During the pharmacy store verification, we noted that the hospital isolated some of the expired drugs and parked them on the veranda of the pharmacy store, exposed and can be tampered by passers-by. Recommendation: management should ensure that a proper storage facility is created for the expired drugs and also liaise with the relevant authorities in order to discard or dispose the expired drugs from the hospital. Auditors further comment: we confirm the evidence and noted that the situation has been regularized. Expired drugs. Finding a physical verification of the pharmacy store so that some expired drugs were still being used by the hospital. Recommendation: management should ensure that all expired medications are removed from the hospital pharmacy and kept as required by the above standard operating procedures. Auditors for the comment: we reviewed the report provided for our review and noted that the situation has been regularized. Lack of senior management meeting. Review of the management minutes file so that no evidence of senior management meetings held during the period under review. Recommendation: management should ensure that management meetings are held and minutes maintained. 78, board allowance. We noted that the hospital management board was being paid allowances which were not determined and approved by the minister. Details are shown below. Recommendation: management should ensure that the situation is corrected by liaising with the minister for determination and approval of board allowance. Page 79, board minutes. A review of the board meeting minute file so that the board held only 2 meetings in 2020 and 3 meetings in 2021. Recommendation: we recommend that board meets quarterly as stipulated by the Act in order to enhance its oversight function. Then on page 80, the follow-up on the previous audit. Lack of petty cash is implemented, establishment register not implemented, board allowance not implemented, approval of staff allowance not implemented, staff longevity not implemented, improper maintenance of donation register implemented, budgetary process not implemented, recording of donated assets implemented, private receipt book implemented, financial reporting framework not implemented. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The national audit as the last step for the financial statements and reports. We go to the last step for the activity report. Over to you, Chairperson.
Thank you very much for the activity report 2020-2021. I would ask the Chief Executive Officer to present the report.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. I present on 2020-2022 activity report of Farafenni General Hospital. During the period under review, page 585, yes. We proceed. Okay, during the period we registered an outpatient attendance of 40,458, 37,736, and 38,734 for 2020, 21, and 22 respectively. Overall, admissions we had in the period under review were 2,681, 4,293, and 4,817 respectively. Our success rate for the admitted patients was 80%. However, for the same period, the hospital recorded an overall mortality of 8.3%. Total admissions over the years have progressively increased by 10.8%. The overall number of surgeries we performed in the hospital during the year under review were years with an increase from 392 in 2020 to 789 in 2022. That is an increase of 18.7%.
However, the number of cesarean sections increased also by 45.7% between 2020, 164 to 338 in 2022. Institutional deliveries in the 3 years, 2020, 21, and 22, were 2,212, 2,156, and 2,499 respectively, out of which 91.5% were live births. All deliveries were conducted by skilled birth attendants, and the hospital recorded a drop in maternal death from 14 in 2020 to 4 in 2022. For other services, including dental, refractive services, and X-ray, not much progress was also recorded. While uptake of refractive services reduced by 38% between 2015 and 17, dental OPD attendance increased by 11% from 2,904 in 2020 to 3,261 in 2022, an increase of 15.5% in X-ray services registered between 2021, 1,872 and 2,203. 2020 and 2002 should have been 2, which is 624. That's a typo. Laboratory services continue to play a significant part in our overall patient outcome. The leading test we have is hemoglobin testing for 23.7%, 46.6%, and 34.7% in the respective years of all cases performed for the period under review. Overall RBT, which is rapid diagnostic test, positive test results for the corresponding period was 13.0%. A total of 51,452 tests were done. The hospital received various forms of support as well during the period from philanthropists and institutions and individuals to enhance our service delivery during the period. And again, we are thankful to them. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. That's the activity report for 2020 to 2022. And now we go to the compliance review.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Honorable Chair. May I refer you to page 12?
Page 12.
Yes, page 12. Findings. The accounting officer should perform the following functions satisfactorily in accordance with the Gambia Public Procurement Amendment Act 2013, Section 47, Sub 345. So I will refer you to page 13, non-compliant. 1. The accounting officer did not regularize appointment of contract committee members. 2. The accounting officer did not sign contract document, purchase order requisition, and procurement plan. The accounting officer did not ensure procurement of civil rent be handled by procurement department. What the review team was informed of the establishment of the contracts committee, there was not evidence that the contracts committee was appointed by the accounting officer. The accounting officer did not ensure that the minutes of the evaluation reports and the procurement deliberations were prepared and filed each transaction as dictated by the Public Procurement Act. Recommendations on page 13. The accounting officer should ensure the appointment of the chair of the contracts committee to be formalized. Accounting officer should ensure contracts committee be appointed or appointments are formalized. The accounting officer should ensure that professionals prepare a disposal plan and follow disposal procedures. Accounting officer should appoint members of the inspection and acceptance committee as required by the regulation. Accounting officer should ensure any mismatch on procurement plan be formally communicated to the authority. Page 15, non-compliance. There was no evidence that the Specialized Procurement Unit has conducted periodic market survey as for the years under review. The SPU, Specialized Procurement Unit, does not conduct procurement of drugs, house rent, hence the right procurement procedures were not followed. The Specialized Procurement Unit does not ensure the receipt of procurement transactions are attached in each transaction. The Specialized Procurement Unit does not publish notice of awards and notice of tender acceptance. The SPU does not maintain a proper filing of procurement proceeding in line with Section 35 of the Public Procurement Act. It was difficult to ascertain whether the process of the solicitation of quotations from suppliers was not biased, hence some of the RFQ transactions suppliers quoted price were quoted differently. Recommendations on the same page. Specialized procurement in SPU should ensure that periodic market survey are carried out and inform the contracts committee accordingly. SPU should handle all procurement-related activities, such as fuel, rent, drug, to be in line with the DPPA Amendment Act 2018 and its attachment regulation 2019. SPU should ensure receipt of each transaction is attached. The procurement organization should address all the weaknesses identified in the functions of the SPU, such as attaching receipts of transactions completed. SPU should publish notice of awards and notice of tender acceptance. On page 17, non-compliance. Contracts committee did not constitute a disposal committee. The contracts committee did not ensure all required documents are attached in each procurement transaction. Recommendation on the same page. Contracts committee should discharge their functions as required by Section 47, Section 49 of the Public Procurement Act. The committee should ensure a disposal, acceptance and receipt committee be formally constituted as required by the Act. Page 18, non-compliance. There are indications that individual scores were awarded by each evaluators or ranking for each tender or proposals as per the regulation, section regulation 62, 63, 64 and 63 respectively. The committee did prepare evaluation report on analysis of tender received. However, they did not ensure a final rating assigned to each tender as required by the Act. Recommendations. Each committee member should initially carry out individual evaluation scores, which should be duly filed before aggregation and the summary of the report. Page 20, non-compliance. The PO, procurement organization, does not maintain a comprehensive and individual file for each procurement activity in contravention of the Act, Section 35. Two, procurement of air tickets, medical insurance, rounds were not filed in procurement files. The team could not have access to the contract documents of the internet connections and the MOU with the selected medical service selected internet provider. Recommendation. PO procurement organization should carry out training and capacity building on procurement record management system of the staff of the SPU. The PO should also ensure all procurement transaction files are kept with the SPU. On page 21, non-compliance. The procurement organization did not ensure international suppliers were registered with the authority, GPPA. The PO does not carry out pre-qualification procedure to determine and approve list of registered suppliers as required by Section 23. Recommendations. PO should pre-qualify suppliers as required by Section 23 of the Act. The PO should ensure international suppliers are registered with the authority before award contract. On page 22, non-compliance. A hospital did not develop a specification in most of the requests for quotation, transactions, and single sources in accordance with DVA Amendment Act, Section 25. Recommendation. A hospital should ensure specifications are generated in each transaction to ensure a competition in procurement process as required by GBPA Act. On page 23, non-compliant. There is no secure facility for the receipt of the tender provided at the designated tender location, which was found to be easily accessible, and there has to work in conformity with the GBPA Regulation 2053. The staff of the SPU collect quotations from suppliers which compromise the integrity of the procurement process, which likely to be Dutch practice. Recommendation. For the purpose of the integrity of the procurement process in line with the objective of the Act, there is a need for a PO to provide both tenders and quotation box secure designation within their premises, preferably next to the CEO's office. Hospitals suppliers should be sensitized to start delivering quotations and bids to the tender box or quotation box. On page 25, non-compliance. Inspection and acceptance committees are not established as per the contract management procedures in contravention to Regulation 127 and 28, respectively. Suppliers' performance reviews were not carried out to inform future improvement of the suppliers on the completion of their deliveries as required by the regulation. No evidence of contract management team in place. So now we are going for the specific finding on page 26. Specific findings. This section presents the specific findings on the procurement transactions that were reviewed from the list of federal procurement that were conducted or carried out by the hospital. So now 4.2, procurement of air tickets amounting to 2,447,775. What's the typo? Non-compliant. The corrections were not open in the register form of 004 as stipulated by Section 35. There was no receipt showing that the procurement was conducted, hence it was not attached. There was no evidence of negotiation. Procurement of spare part for vehicles. Category goods amount $158,013 awarded to Brigadier General Training. Procurement method request for quotation. Non-compliance. Evaluation of procurement carried out, however, the report was not detailed enough. It was not detailed enough. It does not include reasons of justification for the award of contract. There was no receipt to show procurement was completed, hence there was no attach. There was no instruction committee to inspect goods as stipulated in the regulation. There was no evidence of negotiation. Quotations were open in a list of firms as stipulated. 4.4 Procurement of desktop computer. Goods amount 86,400. More trading, request for quotation method. Non-compliance. The evaluation report was not among the documents provided to the reviewers at the time of the review. There was no minutes of the contract committee meeting as stipulated in the regulation. There was no evidence of delivery receipt as stipulated in the section 35. There was no evaluation criteria stated on GPA form 101. 4.5 Procurement of cleansing materials. Goods amount 58,058 8,058 was awarded to Costa Industria. Request for quotation. Non-compliance. There was no delivery receipt to show the procurement was completed as stipulated in this GPA Act. There was no instruction committee to inspect the goods. 4.6 Maintenance of air conditioners. Category services. Amount 104,190. Enterprise. Non-compliance. There was no minutes of evaluation committee meeting as stipulated in the regulation. There was no delivery receipt as stipulated in section 35. There was no evidence of negotiation as per this contract. 4.7 Procurement of gloves. Category goods. Amount 99,000. Contract was awarded to CD Pharmacy. Procurement method request for quotation. Non-compliance. There was no delivery receipt. There was no estimated and GPA form 100. There was no inspection committee. There was no minutes at the contract committee. The quotations were not open in the list of GPA form 004. Procurement of second-hand vehicle. Category goods amount 400,000. Awarded to Enterprise. Method of procurement single source. Non-compliant. The receipt from the supplier was not attached, which makes it difficult to ascertain whether the procurement is completed or not. No delivery note attached. There was no evidence of goods being inspected during delivery. Farafenni General Hospital has no mandate to procure second-hand vehicles. Procurement of building materials. Category goods. Amount 462,100. Contractor Usman J. Dami. Method of procurement single source. Non-compliant. There was no delivery receipt as stipulated in section 35. No delivery note attached. There was no evidence that goods were inspected during delivery. The procurement method is above the threshold of single source. There was no justification attached for the use of single source for the procurement infection. Procurement of stationaries. Category goods. Amount 93,700. Awarded to Unique Graphic Giant. Method of procurement single source. non-compliant. There was no delivery receipts, no delivery notes attached. There was no evidence that goods were inspected during delivery. Procurement method is above the single source threshold. There was no minutes of controls committee meeting in this procurement. There was no documentary evidence of justification for the use of single source. And the provisions were not open in GBA form 003 as stated in the regulation. So recommendations. It is recommended that the hospital in the framework contract with the region item e.g. fuel, maintenance of vehicles, office equipment, and hospital food. It is recommended that the hospital to establish disposal committee. The SPU should be directly answerable to the Chief Executive Officer. It is recommended that all procurement transactions be handled by specialized procurement unit. It is recommended that the contracts committee should be plain and public procurement. It is recommended that the contracts committee members should be appointed formally by the Chief Executive Officer. It is recommended that the specialized procurement unit need a capacity building as appropriate. It is recommended that SPU need no hand to expedite the work. It is recommended that the hospital should establish examination and receipt committee. It is recommended that the house rent should be handled by the procurement unit. It is recommended that all framework contracts are subject to due approval. Thank you very much. Okay. Conclusion. Using the above compliance 19 related general finding variables and a specific finding on some of the 10 procurement transactions for the period under review. Farafenni General Hospital found to be 60% in 2019, 65, 2020, and 65 in 2021, which is fairly compliant with the Public Procurement Amendment Act 2019 and 2018 and 2019 regulation, respectively. Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Thank you very much. GDBA, honorable members, the subject matter specialists, and the press. That is the presentation as well as Farafenni General Hospital. That is the presentation of the various reports, the financial statements and reports for the Farafenni General Hospital, activity reports, and the compliance reports ranging from 2015 to 2022 for some instances. As arranged, the committee will go to the various reports to review them, and then tomorrow by 10 a.m. we reconvene for the consideration of the same report that we have presented to the committee, where the institution is expected to respond to observations that will be noted by the committee members for further clarification based on the queries that were advanced by the auditors. If there are additional informations that might not have been available to the auditors at the time of the auditors, you can equally do so for the audits to confirm as well as the GBA. So, honorable members, I want to take note that we have two reports to look into, that is to see the activity reports and then the financial statements. It appears we are more on the financial side than the activity. We give form for service to be delivered. And as much as we should be focusing on how that form is managed, equally we should take note of how it is executed. And then there we will know the form that has been given is adequately utilized. That means we should put our lens also on the activity reports. And in the reporting, it's also taken note that adequate report is also done on the side of the activities, so that our sister committees, in their oversight, they can also take it up with the relevant institutions. What activities were implemented and what were the constraints and shortcomings, so that effort can be made to make sure they are improved. I will need that concluding remarks. Can I check that this has brought us to the end of today's presentation of the reports from the Farafenni General Hospital. And tomorrow we will appear for the consideration. On that note, can somebody move that we are doing this sitting for Farafenni General Hospital, not for the committee? It has been moved and seconded that we are doing this sitting for Farafenni General Hospital, but for another hospital. They are scheduled for 1:30, it's already 1:30, but we will have at least 30 minutes break. Then hopefully by 2 p.m. we can continue with that hospital. And seconded. It has been moved and seconded that we are doing the sitting until 2 p.m. Those in favor, please say aye. And those not in favor, please say no. Yes, of it. The sitting now is adjourned until 2 p.m. Farafenni, you will come back.